dinosaurs once ruled the earth, other animals ruled the seas. Take the Ichthyosaurus, a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
Welcome to the Jurassic Seas, a time when colossal reptiles ruled not just the land but the oceans too. Here, amongst the swirling currents and coral reefs, lived a creature of extraordinary grace and power, the Ichthyosaur. These weren't just any reptiles that took a fancy to the water. No, these were masters of their domain, perfectly adapted to hunt and thrive in a world we can now only imagine. Their story, a tale etched in ancient stone, is one of evolution, adaptation, and ultimately survival against all odds. Let's dive deep into their world, shall we? The very name Ichthyosaur whispers of their dual nature fish-lizard, but let's be clear, these weren't dinosaurs taking a dip. These were reptiles, yes, but ones who had fully committed to a life aquatic. Imagine, if you will, a creature emerging from the primordial depths, its sleek, streamlined body cutting through the water with effortless ease. Their elongated snouts, lined with rows of sharp teeth, hint at their predatory prowess. And then there are the flippers, not clumsy appendages, but powerful paddles that propelled them through the water with astonishing speed and agility. These weren't merely reptiles who learned to swim, these were creatures reborn for the ocean's embrace. The Jurassic Seas were no place for the sluggish. Survival depended on speed, on being able to chase down prey, or escape becoming a meal for something larger. The Ichthyosaurs, with their streamlined bodies and powerful tails, were masters of this high-stakes game. Imagine, if you will, the thrill of the chase. An Ichthyosaur, a blur of muscle and scales, rocketing through the water at speeds that would rival even the fastest modern sharks, reaching up to 25 miles an hour. Their bodies, perfectly adapted to minimize drag, sliced through the water, turning them into living torpedoes. This was a world of constant motion, of predator and prey locked in an intricate dance of survival. In the ocean depths, where sunlight struggles to penetrate, the Ichthyosaurs had a secret weapon, their eyes. These weren't just any eyes. These were the eyes of a deep-sea hunter, massive orbs, some the size of dinner plates, that allowed them to see in near darkness. Imagine the depths these creatures could reach, the pressure crushing down, the only light the faintest glimmer from bioluminescent organisms. Yet, even here, the Ichthyosaurs thrived, their enormous eyes scanning the darkness, picking out the telltale movement of a squid or fish. These eyes were a testament to their evolutionary journey, a perfect adaptation for a life spent hunting in the ocean's twilight zone. Chapter 4. Unlike their land-bound reptilian cousins, the Ichthyosaurs had a trick up their sleeve, or rather, within their streamlined bodies. These marine reptiles, which roamed the oceans millions of years ago, had evolved in fascinating ways to adapt to their aquatic environment. These creatures, so adapted to life in the water, had dispensed with the cumbersome practice of laying eggs on land. Instead of making the perilous journey to shore, they developed a remarkable adaptation that allowed them to thrive in their watery world. Instead, they evolved to give birth to live young, just like dolphins or whales today. This evolutionary leap meant that their young were born ready to swim, hunt, and survive in the ocean from the moment they entered the world. Imagine the scene. A mother Ichthyosaur, her body heavy with young seeking out a safe, shallow bay. These bays provided a sanctuary, a place where the young could be born, away from the dangers of the open ocean. There, amidst the kelp forests, she would give birth, her offspring emerging into the world as miniature versions of herself, ready to begin their own underwater adventures. These kelp forests not only offered protection, but also an abundant source of food for the newborns. It was a strategy that spoke volumes about their commitment to a life fully immersed in the ocean's embrace. By giving birth to live young, Ichthyosaurs ensured that their lineage would continue to flourish in the vast and ever-changing marine ecosystem. Chapter 5. Temnodontosaurus, the T-Rex of the deep. Now let's talk about the true behemoth of the ichthyosaur world, Temnodontosaurus. This marine giant was not just any ordinary reptile, it was a colossal predator that dominated the oceans during the early Jurassic period. With its elongated body and powerful tail, it was built for speed and strength, making it one of the most formidable hunters of its time. This wasn't just any marine reptile, this was the apex predator of its time, a creature that could reach a staggering 40 feet in length. To put that into perspective, that's about the length of a school bus. Its sheer size alone would have been enough to intimidate most other marine creatures. Imagine a school of smaller ichthyosaurs darting through the water when suddenly a shadow falls over them. The water around them grows darker, and the smaller creatures scatter in a desperate attempt to escape, but for many it would be too late. It's Temnodontosaurus, its massive jaws, lined with teeth the size of your hand, opening wide. These teeth were not just for show. They were perfectly adapted for gripping and tearing through the flesh of its prey. With a single bite, it could easily crush the bones of its victims. This wasn't just a hunter, it was a force of nature, capable of taking down prey as large as itself. Its hunting strategy was likely a combination of ambush and sheer brute force, making it nearly unstoppable in its domain. The T-Rex might have ruled the land, but in the Jurassic seas it was Temnodontosaurus that sat atop the food chain. Its reign as the ocean's top predator is a testament to the incredible diversity and adaptability of marine reptiles during this period. Truly, Temnodontosaurus was the T-Rex of the deep. Chapter 6. Ophthalmosaurus, the big-eyed wonder. But not all ichthyosaurs were giants. Take Ophthalmosaurus, for example. This creature, as its name suggests, was all about those incredible eyes. Imagine a creature perfectly adapted for life in the ocean's twilight zone, its enormous eyes, the largest of any known vertebrate, scanning the depths for the telltale signs of squid and fish. Unlike the bulky Temnodontosaurus, Ophthalmosaurus was built for speed and agility, its streamlined body allowing it to dart through the water, snatching prey with lightning-fast reflexes. It was a testament to the diversity of the Ichthyosaur lineage, a reminder that even in the harshest environments, life finds a way to thrive. Chapter 7. The Downfall. The reign of the Ichthyosaurs, like all great dynasties, eventually came to an end. As the Jurassic period gave way to the Cretaceous, the oceans were changing. New predators like the long-necked plesiosaurs and the fearsome mosasaurs emerged, challenging the ichthyosaurs' dominance. The climate too was in flux, with shifting currents and changing water temperatures. Imagine the pressure these ancient mariners faced, their world literally changing around them. By the late Cretaceous, around 90 million years ago, the last of the ichthyosaurs vanished from the seas, leaving behind only their fossils as a testament to their long and successful reign. Outro, a legacy etched in stone. The ichthyosaurs were more than just marine reptiles, they were magnificent creatures that roamed the ancient seas for millions of years. Their sleek, streamlined bodies were perfectly adapted for life in the water, allowing them to become one of the most successful groups of marine reptiles in history. They were a testament to the power of evolution, showcasing the incredible ways in which life can adapt to its surroundings. From their elongated snouts filled with sharp teeth to their large, paddle-like limbs, every aspect of their anatomy was designed for survival in the ocean. A perfect example of how life can adapt and thrive in even the most challenging environments. These ancient mariners navigated the vast prehistoric oceans, hunting for fish and squid, and avoiding the dangers that lurked in the deep. Their story, though millions of years old, still resonates today. The fossilized remains of ichthyosaurs provide us with a window into a world long gone, a world where these incredible creatures ruled the seas, reminding us of the incredible diversity of life that has graced our planet. Each fossil tells a story of survival, adaptation, and the relentless march of evolution. So next time you look out at the ocean, take a moment to imagine the ancient seas teeming with life. Picture the sleek forms of ichthyosaurs cutting through the waves. their powerful tails propelling them through a world lost to time. Imagine the challenges they faced, the predators they evaded, and the prey they hunted. These creatures were masters of their domain, perfectly adapted to their environment, their powerful tails propelling them through a world lost to time. Their legacy lives on, not just in the fossil record, but in the very fabric of our natural history. Their legacy lives on, not just in the fossil record, but in the museums where their skeletons are displayed, inspiring awe and wonder in all who see them. But also in the dolphins and whales that swim our oceans today, their distant relatives who continue to captivate our imaginations. A reminder that even in the face of extinction, the spirit of adaptation endures. The story of the Ichthyosaurs is a testament to the resilience of life and the ever-changing nature of our planet. The spirit of adaptation endures. As we continue to explore and understand our natural world, let us remember the lessons these ancient creatures have taught us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious. Our journey through the wonders of the natural world